more data mines, and Brazilian event is coming for you to get some skins and other little things. Let's talk a little bit about it. Hello guys, once again it's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons, make sure to subscribe. And yeah guys, there were some data mines made by Zabi that changed some of the stuff that we found in the that we saw in the dev server, right? And of course the patch is right around the corner. I would say that it will probably come on a Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So we are just like, we are there practically, right? Everything was kind of ready, apart from some minor things on the dev. So I don't see any other devs coming up. And yeah, it should be out very, very soon. But today we had another stuff changed, another, bunch of stuff being added and changed to the dev server, and we can check it out with the data mines that Zabi made, of course, right? So let's talk about the most important ones, in my opinion. The J10, another fly model change. Overall, depending on the part of the aircraft, like if it's a horizontal or vertical stabilizer or anything like that, minor changes to drags and other tables like that. The Mach rip speed was increased to 2.1, and overall, it's really confusing, but because it's fly model code, right? So if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But if I understand this correctly, the max G, overall max G, it is a little bit less, but overall we can turn better by maintaining a higher G better. It's kind of confusing, but it's kind of what I understood from the data mines. Might be completely wrong, but so they're messing with the J10's flight model a little bit, and it should be kind of like an F-16, that it's worse overall in some areas. Okay, A10 added the AAR-47AV2 laser warning system. So from what I understand is basically that it is a laser warning sensor to the optical sensor modules. I don't know exactly what this change, if it's an actual laser warning system or what it is exactly, but it is part of the MAL system that the A10C has, so it's an interesting addition, right? The JF-17 finally got its cockpit. They added GPS guided bombs for everybody. Of course, I showed the list of those yesterday's. But yeah, they basically added for everybody the A10, the 15, the 16, the 14, SMT. Everybody got GPS guided bomb, the Gripens and stuff. So yeah, you can check it out yesterday's last video that I posted, where we covered that a little bit. The T1E1, the 90mm version that it's being added, got a pretty significant change on the ammo account. Now it's not 31, it's 52 rounds that it can take, and they added 4 rounds to the first stage, or the ready rack stage of reload, okay? The Al Khalid received a thermal system for the driver and the commander, which are pretty interesting. And then a modification was added, named SU-24M, M2, sorry. A modification of the SU-24 that would basically become an M2 variant that would allow you to actually use some of the guided bombs. It's pretty interesting because the M2 is actually the modernized SU-24M that Russia uses today. I don't know how many were modernized or anything like that, but it is the most modern SU-24 in the world, right, if I'm not mistaken. So it would be interesting because apparently the Cab 500S that we are seeing, the SU-24M, would be only for the M2. So it would make sense to have a modification that you basically are making the M become an M2. The only problem that I see with this is that the R-73 was also added in real life as a weapon for this M2 modification, and some other minor changes to cockpits and other stuff like that, right? Which would change the aircraft by quite a lot if you add everything up, right? So it's kind of funny, but we gotta wait and see. I mean, the R-73 apparently is in the files to be possible to maybe be added to the SU-24, so we gotta wait. We don't know exactly how it's gonna be, so we just gotta wait, okay? But yeah. And then we have what I think is the most interesting thing, because I'm Brazilian, of course. Apparently we will have an event tomorrow for the Independence Day of Brazil. Of course, tomorrow is the 7th of September, and we always have our Independence Day in this day, tomorrow, okay? It's a national holiday, and it's it's similar-ish to the 4th of July of the US. We don't use too many fireworks, but it's pretty similar besides that, right? So we have military presentations and, you know, jets flying around in the capital and in some capitals of the states and stuff. There are some interesting things, okay? But to commemorate that, apparently Gaijin is preparing some sort of event. So there will be apparently a lot of Brazilian skins for certain aircraft. We talked a little bit about that a couple of weeks ago. And a title and a bundle in a title that you can actually earn with the A10, or with the A1, sorry. So if you buy the A1, apparently you get the title, but also you can play with the A1 and then, you know, get with 3 battles or something. I don't know exactly. We will have to wait and see tomorrow. Maybe it's like you can buy just the title as a bundle. The title is Wings That Protect, which is a translation in English for Asas que Protegem, which is basically our Air Force's slogan, basically the main like phrase that the Air Force uses in their campaigns and stuff. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good title. I'm for sure gonna have that because it's my Air Force's one, you know, so yeah. And the skins are gonna be very similar to what we saw. Some Meteor ones, apparently 2 Meteor ones from the 1st Fighter Squadron, and then a P-47 D-28 one for the 1st Fighter Squadron as well, and then an M41A1. Yes, we did use those in the old days, and also the Leopard 1A5 as well. So all these vehicles will receive some sort of Brazilian skin, which is pretty cool. So yeah, these are the data mines, these are the things. I might do another video today, I don't know, but let me know in the comments what you want to see while we wait for the actual patch to be released. And I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, and bye guys, see ya.